Now, I have the finalists from the Big Brother All-Star season. Yes. Guys, make some noise. Come on, it's quiet. Of course, with me, I have Ilebaye.
Hi.
Right, I have Cross the Boss. Well, that gigi was quiet.
What's up?
I have Bad Boy Dex.
Is the bad boy in my name a joke to you?
Woo! Paula, General Pere.
Once a general, always a general.
Woo! I believe in your government. All right, guys, it's amazing to have you. First off, I must say you all look amazing. How has it been coming outside of the house? Because I know Big Brother, Biggie's house is a different world, more like a different universe. But how has it been just coming out to the real world and seeing all of what's going on out here? The love, the responses, the feedbacks. How has it been for you?
This season or last season?
Every season, Adekunle, if you must ask.
My last season was different from this season.
Okay, so how has this one been for you?
It's been fabulous. It's been
really
amazing. It's been an amazing time. I had an amazing time in the house, and even now, it's barely been a week that we came out. Yeah, today's just Thursday, and
a few days.
I'm telling you, and it's actually, I feel blessed to have gone back into the house, and I feel blessed to have come out to meet a very warm reception and people that actually love me and enjoyed the fact that, we entertained them.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now speaking about entertainment, who goes first? Because it was quite the show.
Our winner.
Okay, ladies first, right? Ilebaye, how are you?
I'm calm. Good.
I can see you're still excited, and I understand why. Now, a lot of people thought that when you got in, you were, of course, the youngest. You're the Minister for Gen Z Baddies and all. Come on, girl. So now, just seeing how it happened, some people thought that, initially on the show, you were picked on. And some people said, oh, maybe because she's so young and so cute. And others said, oh, no, she's probably triggering people. But for you, how did it feel? Did you feel misunderstood at some point that, you were just trying to be yourself and probably people expected more of you and it didn't happen?
Yeah, I was misunderstood a lot in the house. So we didn't get to see the Ilebaye because I was the youngest and they're quite mature and tough, and that probably they might expect I do something because they're older and I'm not that type. So I just felt they were misunderstood. I was misunderstood a lot. So
that's fair.
Yeah,
I understand. Now, for you, some people asked if that was a strategy. Did you at some point feel like, oh, you know what, just being the youngest and being in this situation, it could work to my advantage?
No, it wasn't a strategy, and I was literally feeling pain, lonely. So why would I? So no, it wasn't a strategy.
All right, now Ilebaye, I'm gonna ask you about your time in the house. Trust me, you had friendships. I spoke with Doyin.
Yeah.
And she said you're her girl. Yeah, there was, there were times where everyone was like, oh my God, what's happening with this friendship? But then it seems like things are great now, right?
Yeah.
But for you, who was the girl like you would go to who had your back? Who was your friend in the house?
Doyin.
Okay.
Alex, I call her Alexandra, I was talking. And at some point I started seeing Mercy because she was always coming to, are you good? Are you okay? Like at some point, like at the other side. Yes. Cross was there at some point, but when Kim Kardashian, I call her Kim Kardashian, Kim disappeared. Adekunle, he was saying he doesn't know me.
Yes, now.
Like, I changed.
Yes, now.
So like my guy, I know that, they literally had my back was Alexandra and Doyin.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, speaking, Ilebaye, there's something everyone is always asking. Are you Ghanaian? This accent. Because everyone is like, are you Ghanaian? You speak like a Ghanaian. I was curious. Even on the show yesterday, the ladies and I, there's this show we do the dish, and we're like, are you sure she doesn't have some Ghanaian ancestry? So let's put that now. Let's bury this hatchet. Are you Ghanaian?
No, I'm not Ghanaian. I love my Ghanaians, like my Ghanaian family, yes. But I'm from Kogi. I'm Igala. But my English teacher, I got the accent from my English teacher.
This is like in primary school.
Yeah, from secondary school, from just 1 to SS3.
Can you say secondary again? Secondary.
So I was so focused to learn how to speak like them. So
oh wow, that's amazing. Great things there, and congratulations
Thank
once
you so
more.
Much.
And now to the three wise men. Who goes first?
Anybody can.
Okay, so you go first. Since you said anyone. Pere, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
How was your time in the house?
It was amazing. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Now, Pere, you were somewhat. See, there's something I saw about you. We saw someone who was very calm and calculated. And when Kid Wire came here, he said, Pere is most likely going to be, like, we asked him who's most likely to be. He said, you're most likely to be a mastermind when it comes to, like, some scheme or something really scary. But he was joking. He just meant that you're a very calculated guy. Yeah, you're very smart. But he said you're very warm and you showed him a lot of love even before getting into the house.
Absolutely.
But I want to ask Pere, for some of us, we saw you, there were different times where you seemed to be very strong and forceful, and other times you just seemed to be emotional and you broke down, coupled with, a couple of your interests in the house. But I want to ask you what really was going on at that time, especially when you broke down in the garden and you heard something, the parrot said something that some people said about you and you just broke down. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, when people tend to, what I noticed though, certain people came with an agenda for me.
Oh, so you were a target?
Yeah, it became clear at the points where I broke down. It was clear to me that certain people had come with an agenda for me. Matter of fact, one of them actually told me that. Actually, two of them said, this was in the house. They said that their people had warned them about me to be careful about me.
Oh.
So, all those seeds had been sown in them before coming in. So it was clear at that time that. Yeah, they came.
And did that hurt you? Because probably you didn't have that mindset towards anyone else.
No, I didn't have that mindset. I didn't have that mindset. And you didn't see all of this in my season. Not because it wasn't me, it is me. But there were the things that brought those things out you saw weren't there in my season. Some of them were, but I got a good control of those things at the end of the day.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. And now, I don't want us to dwell on our shortcomings. No one is perfect. But seeing the outbursts and how you handled it, do you regret or do you wish you were more patient with the people at the other end, at the receiving end, irrespective of the fact that they may have triggered you and you felt like they did it just to throw you off your game?
Which ones exactly are you asking?
Alex doing.
What about
you and Alex? There was this. I would say there was kind of some budding love between you both. At least you showed interest. Okay, you showed interest initially, right?
Well,
then things went
interest.
Down south.
No. So the interest was not in any way relating to dating or anything. No, it wasn't a dating interest. It was just something that were along the lines of admiration, and it started when the first week during Wedja.
Okay.
I was impressed, and that's the word, that's the accurate word. I was very impressed with how she handled the Wedja. She took charge, was writing a lot of stuff. Where most people were not willing to give their inputs and stuff and take charge and do stuff. She actually took the lead on
you to her.
Yes, it did. And that was what I told her. I said, look, I like how you did this. I like how you did that, So I love how you actually executed this stuff, and that's what drew me to you. So I told her, I said, look, I'm not trying to date or nothing like that. It's not like that. I'm not interested in that stuff.
Okay, but going forward, what about Doing as well? Doing and Alex, have you been able to repair the rift between you both?
What rift?
I mean, you and Doing had, there was an outburst.
Doing's a cool chick, man.
Okay.
Doing's very logical. Like, she's a smart girl. We're cool.
Hopefully we can see.
We're cool. Actually, we met together. We were together at the house the other day, and she's like, "Oh, Pere, I don't have anything." And I said, "Yeah, cool, me too." So we'll be cool. Doing is someone that understands. She knows how to act.
Oh, nice. I like that.
She knows how to act.
Okay, and let's talk about your love in the house. Your love interest.
Yeah.
Mercy. How did it go? What happened between you and Mercy? We saw this happen towards the end of the show, and everyone was, have you heard of the sheep Percy?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
It's beautiful. It's interesting.
So, are we going to see more from you and Mercy, or hear, more?
We're exploring
the possibility of whatever
we're exploring each other, and we're just letting things
each other, Pere.
What do you mean each other? Getting to know, understanding understanding each other. That's the one.
When you get exploring these days.
Jesus, where is your mind, honey?
It's here, Lagos.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. All right, so the comedians in the house. This bromance, I'm quite surprised. But hi, Cross, how are you?
Hi, what's up?
Okay, hi, Adekunle. No, Adekunle, keep the mic. Is you coming for?
Okay.
Bad boy deck. So, Adekunle, I saw you here last year and you came in as Adekunle. Now, this season, I'm calling you Bad Boy Dex. It's a whole different game. But it's amazing to have you back on here. How was it just going back into the house and being with other, people I would say are titans from previous seasons? How did you feel going into the house this season?
I'm going to say that I felt blessed.
Oh, nice.
Because truth is, the fact that, and I don't mean this in a bad way or a negative way, but the fact that, well, this one is personal to me anyway.
Okay.
In my season, we're in a total of 28.
Okay.
And I was the only guy that they brought back.
Wow.
And this one is coming from having to deal with 1 year where there were a lot of negative things that were said to me and about me. And essentially, it was more, some was just like this one, nobody will send up and everything. He's just boring, he's just there, he's not active and all of that. And at the end of the day, there's an all-star season. And the people who make the decision at the end of the day, Big Brother and the production team say, what?
Thank you.
It is Adekunle that we want.
So Biggie called and you picked that call.
Biggie called and I picked up. That alone is enough to I'm looking for the word, to reinforce, just to reinforce and change any narrative that or perception that I might have had about myself. And to also now think that I'm not also coming back into the house, as you've mentioned, titans from their previous seasons, because I watched some of them on TV and I've seen how they've grown and they've made a name for themselves. And just to think we'd all be in the same space again. And in Biggie's world, everybody is the same. There's nobody higher than everybody. It was just a very good feeling.
Stars. It was the All Stars edition.
It really was the All Star edition.
All right, now speaking about being in the house, at the beginning of the show, we saw you, portray the bad boy. Would I say the bad boy aura and give up that vibe? But love found you. Were you expecting to have fallen in love in the house? Because I'm a fan of your ship. Vinita, I spoke with her. She's a beautiful and intelligent lady.
She is.
We all have our flaws, right? But I will just focus on the good things.
Thank you very much.
Now, she was someone who never shied away from the fact that she cared so much. She cares a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing how it happened, some people thought that, she was coming on too strong, but you seem to be fine with it. Initially, when that romance started, how did you feel?
It was very unexpected, to be honest, Bob.
Did you struggle to grapple with what was happening?
No, I was very much open to it. I mean, almost at the beginning of the season, I abandoned my bed. My bed was next to Cross. No, my bed was next to, I'm like, you know what? Because I think, that was the week. The first week I was the head of house.
Okay.
And the bed in the head of house is very big and comfortable.
Oh, wow.
I just thought about it. I'm like, wait, though. As big as this bed today. Now let me go sleep for you. I'm like, nah. And luckily for me, the second week I started to notice Vanita, and then there was a bond almost immediately, and we just grew and it just fostered, and we just kept it pushing.
So some people felt like, this sheep was a strategy, or it was a way for both of you to remain on the show.
Right.
I don't believe it, because I feel like both of you had your fallouts. You had times
Absolutely.
where you wouldn't see eye to eye.
Right.
But it seemed like you could never really draw away from one another. Just know you were on the show, and then the sheep took most of your focus. How was it for you? Did you at some point feel like, oh my God, I'm losing focus, I might be at the bottom of my game, or hey, I like this, I could be on the top of my game?
No, the only thing I came into the house to do was to have a better experience of the Big Brother house. I just wanted to have fun. For those who watched me rigorously in the last season, you'll know that even this time around during the task, I wasn't putting in enough effort. I only just
you were the first head of house now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was just playing to Pere, I don't even know. And I just wanted to have fun. And one of the reasons why we were always, I'd say, in the room was because I don't know if Cross would get to mention it, but Cross was saying the first 4 weeks there was like a dark cloud hanging in the air. So every now and then there were lots of fights, and it just seemed like a lot of things were happening. They were very unnecessary. So, and it's one of the reasons why I'll say I am grateful for finding Venita in the house. I had an escape from all the madness. Can I say madness?
Yeah.
Okay, from all the madness that happened in the house. And I didn't even think that there was that much focus on us.
Okay.
It's coming out now that I'm like, oh, wait, hold on a second. Because I did mention it in my diary session that I actually think that I was boring. I wasn't really doing anything this time around.
No, I feel all of you had great personality.
It wasn't a shift in focus because even to be in the ship wasn't the plan.
Okay. Now, great things do happen. And I saw your fellow with Pere. What happened? But you guys seem to be very cool. What happened between you and
The
Pere?
house happened. Because I tell you, right, it was a highly competitive environment. And I'm not gonna lie, we no grief ourselves.
It gets to you sometimes.
It does
There's
get to us
just this
sometimes.
tension in the air, right? Now, speaking about bromance, I can see you and Cross I don't know, you were, I don't want to say in a cuddle, but you were kind of hand locked and laughing. What's going on? Because towards the end of the show, we just saw, I was used to Pere and Cross being having a bromance, and I know they're still brothers. But just seeing you and Cross now, and you're literally like, I don't say I can't popo.
No, but the funny thing is, I think almost all the guys in the house are cool.
Yeah, okay.
Literally, I think there was a time before Kid left, we were talking about it, we were trying to count the number of fights we've had in the house. And at the time, no guy had fought with each other. I think maybe aside from myself and Pere, I don't think guys really had issues with themselves in the house like that.
Okay, but which guy would you consider to be your friend from this season? At least you see probably a lifetime of friendship going forward.
Cross, Pere, Sheyi, Ike, Kidwire, Neo. That's how many.
That's like the whole
Yeah,
house.
everybody. I don't have any bad relationship with anybody in the house, and I think that's one of the reasons why I think this season is actually beautiful. Because even the last week, 3 of us and Ilebaye with Mercy and Sisi, there was one time we sat at the dining table and we just started saying, oh, I nominated you. I nominated you. Yeah, I nominated you as well. And it wasn't bad blood. We're like, yeah, that's what the game is about. And we just kept it going. And that's honestly, it was a beautiful experience. And I appreciate it. I mean, this is us here, the sweet boys of the big brother. 3 sweet boys, you get me.
The 3 wise men. The 3 musketeers. Now, Cross, how are you? Seeing smooth. How are you, Cross? How are you?
I'm blessed, I can't complain.
The energy god of the house. Cross, now, still on the question, I know that the initial start of the season, you seem to be a bit tense and, standoffish, and people were like, oh, Cross used to be such a sweetheart. What happened? Were you struggling to just, stay around people, accommodate the differences? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, honestly, so it's an all stars, as you already know. It's where you bring so many strong characters, strong heads together, and say you lot go in there and compete for 120 million now.
Million.
And that's just the cash prize. Then you look at other things like car, different gifts. So I think a lot of people brought out, their A games into the whole house, and some brought out, cutlass. Some brought out gun, some brought out machines, some brought out, bomb, different things just to find a way to keep moving forward. And,
so what did you bring out?
I actually just brought out
a tanker, a war tanker.
It's a war tanker. Exactly. So I just brought out I'm a baby boy at the end of the day. I just like to live a soft life. I think that's what works for me.
All right, now speaking about a soft life, Cross, you were quite the player. Not like in a bad way. I mean, players are they're good. It's good, but hey, we saw you with Ilebaye sharing the kiss, yes, and we also saw you, sharing some moments with, Kim Oprah. So, and that is a question I don't really want to ask, because for me, it's like, when it comes to Kim Oprah, I don't really want to go in there because I'm not here to hit heads. But what was it like for you, because it seemed like when Kim came to the house, you found some form of happiness. You were more, willing to be a part of everything and just, leave it up. How was it for you? What was your connection with Kim like?
It was more of like a very beautiful safe space for me to be in, and as I said in previous weeks, I was finding it difficult because the house had a kind of energy, that I couldn't really feed off. And I'm a person that loves like happiness and love and light, and like let everywhere just be free and just playful. But the house had a little bit of fighting, like, you know, negative energy, and that was pulling me off. So when Kim came in and I saw someone that actually know me a lot and very comfortable around with, I just started being friendly and being open towards her, and you know, we started growing and growing and growing, and yeah, we became like a very, very, like, you know, very interesting partners. So yeah, I enjoyed every second that I ended up being in the house with her. So it was one of those moments that you just enjoy yourself. Yeah.
All right, now speaking about moments to enjoy, you had quite some friendships.
Yeah.
I mentioned your friendship with Adekunle, your friendship with Pere, but I want to ask about your friendship with CC. Now, both of you, we saw you bond, and it was kind of this sibling type of love, but towards the end, unfortunately, it just went down like ceramic hitting, you know, a pavement. What really happened? Because some people felt like when she won the Innocent Motors task, like you were, you know, but you both were close, so they expected you to be happier. We saw Pere and Adekunle, you know, hug her and congratulate her, but you seemed to be holding the guard, not over the task, but the fact that you had a rift prior to the task and you weren't willing to let go. What happened between you and Cece? You accused her of being saucy and rude and all of that. She felt like, oh, I'm not that, and if anyone should understand me, it should be you. Do you think perhaps you misunderstood her?
Yeah, well, it was a bunch of a lot of things, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I misunderstood her. Yeah, at the end of the day, I actually really looked at it from more of like, yeah, we're guys, and prior to that innocent, like we're really like super cool. It was prior to the innocent tax and everything. I was 100% cool. It just, what happened, that innocent tax just took me unaware, because as I said, it was more or less like, all right, come into the arena, go pick a spot, and I literally, you know, talked to my God and told God to me, go to number 2, and I was there, and I picked it for the trial. First round I went there, so second round I was coming back there, and I don't know why she went there. I don't know, like she just knew. I remember her asking me a question: did my stuff move to the left or to the right when I was pulling it? And I said no. So I don't know if she now took it in her mind that, okay, all right, cool, I would actually go back to that spot. So I don't know what just happened. It's just that I was going back to my spot and she was not ready to give back that spot up, and she was like, okay, you know what, I'm staying here. And I'm like, no, I was here, but she didn't want to let go. And I was trying to tell guys, and I was hearing, be a gentleman. And you know, as a guy,
you're not a gentleman.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman. It's just that at the point in time, I was like, I already knew what I wanted, and I knew that sport was a very interesting sport for me, especially my heart has connected to it and my spirit has connected. So when I heard be a gentleman, I was like, all right, cool. But my mind was going. So as I was leaving, she was like, it's the game. So that pulled me off, and I was trying to like concentrate and say, okay, get ready for my own particular rope. And I just had the buzzer. As the buzzer went off, I just lost concentration, and yeah, voila, everything went out. So I was really, really pained because I wear my emotions up on my sleeve. But I was like, this didn't go the way I wanted it to go to. But at the end of the day, I'm super happy that she actually won it, and yeah, I've congratulated her, and yeah, she's in the Kenga, and yeah, best of luck.
All right, now speaking about, are you both friends now? Have you put
yeah, definitely, 100%. Cece is actually someone that as I said, I did not know anything about before the house, and I just know of her in a set, and she was Cece, the fight and whatnot. But having to see her in the house, I actually needed to get to know her personally. So she is a lot. She's actually a lot. So you just have to personally like calm down and get to understand her. But she's actually a very sweet person. So yeah, I kind of got to know her at a different manner in time before Kim came in, and after that as well. But she's actually a cool person. So
all right, now speaking about before Kim came in, Pere. I'm not going to pretend. I don't know what's going on. Both of you, I'm not seeing that bromance. Adekunle, why are you smiling?
Go on, you're the one doing it.
I mean, because I'm so used to Cross and Pere. I feel like even right after your initial season, right, I wouldn't name one without the other. You know when you say cross and Pere, Pere and cross and Pere and cross. But what really is the state of this bromance? I see, I'm an avid supporter, so don't let me down. What's going on between you both? I want to know.
There's nothing going on, man. The bromance still there.
100%.
Are you still like bros for life?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's true because like there's no how that I know him very well. This is very a criminal. I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Did you?
So
What is he? You said you're a criminal. What is he?
Criminal is criminal.
Sex cell.
Well, let's go back.
There's this part we went to somewhere in the east. Was it Enugu? Imo.
yes.
They know them.
What happened there? What happens in Imo stays in Imo. You just stop there. But okay, guys, it's great to have you. Now, Ilebaye, how are you, sweetie? You look amazing. Now, going forward, a lot of people want to know what you lot are up to. What are you going to be doing? What are we going to expect to see from Ilebaye, the Gen Z baddie? Whoop, whoop.
So first, I would love to go into acting because I just got to know I'm an amazing actress. And I'm also a model.
Of course, you can see that.
So I just love to like anything that comes my way that I'm able to do, I would do it.
So basically, it's just doubling the money.
Yes, and for the 120M, I will start my business but for now, I want to sit down and really think of what do I really want, what is going to fit. I don't want to rush into stuff, so I don't make mistakes. The money is there now. I don't want to be too excited to just use it uselessly. So I want to sit down, have good people around me that's going to direct me.
And financial advisors as well.
Yeah,
they
so
will
just
tell you the right things to do.
Step by step.
Oh, girl, make your money, baby. I'm proud of you.
Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
to the three musketeers. Pere, what are we going to be seeing from you right after the house? Now you're outside.
Well, you're just going to be seeing the same thing I've been doing before. I have stepped my foot in Big Brother the first time. I'm an actor. I'm wearing another cloak now as an executive producer
Oh,
of film,
nice.
so you're going to be seeing a lot of that. I have a movie coming out called The Silent Intruder.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was filmed in Nigeria, filmed in the United States, has an American music artist featuring as a guest.
Okay, so we'll see more of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Adekunle, what are we going to be seeing, hearing from you?
I want to focus a whole lot more on being a filmmaker.
Ooh,
So I want to make
producing movies.
not movies, fashion films, because I do have a clothing line. And at the time, actually, the story behind this is at the time when I started, I really wanted to portray my brand in a different light, but I didn't have the knowledge. And when I did do research, I saw the beauty in fashion film, and I think that's a gap in the Nigerian fashion industry. I'd like to fill that gap. So fashion film, travel documentaries, and as well as exploring the culture, the African culture particularly, just using film, just using film to capture the beauty and the difference and the diversity in the African culture, and how everything we are one beautiful Africa. Then as well as presenting and hosting a little bit more seriously, seeing how far that takes me.
All right, and what about you, Cross?
As you already know, I just love my community. I just want to keep building my brand, through business, through tech, and entertainment. I've been a big fan of entertainment, so acting, music, just keep doing that. And businesses, I have a Sleek. It's like a vape, and we just push it around the whole Nigeria and Africa, and it's a very interesting Sleek which we sell. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, different flavors. Me and Liquor Rose has this, and it's something that's been around for over almost a year now. And trying to educate the world, because the world that we know is already evolving, that is moving very fast. So we need to let people be aware that you need to catch up, so you won't be late. Because I remember when internet came to the world, we in Africa and Nigeria caught up quite late. So I want us to be aware that there's something called the tech, and it's AI, and it's really moving fast. So we need to be aware so that we can also be in front before it's too late for us. That's it.
Can you kindly share any ways by which they can keep up with you? Social media handles, websites, numbers, anything.
Okay, my Instagram is Ilebaye, but it's with 3 E's. Then Snapchat, 2 E's, Ilebaye, but 2 E's. Then Twitter, official Ilebaye, or Ilebaye official wonder, but it's verified, you would see it there. Then TikTok, it's Ilebaye official 1. So thank you guys so much, and follow up. Signing out your Gen Z body. Pere.
All right, Pere.
So you can follow me on Instagram, Pere Egby Official, on Twitter, Pere Egby, on TikTok, Pere Egby, on Snapchat. Well, there's a name for the Pere_Egby. Where else? Jeez, my manager's not in here, but
Facebook,
Pere Egby.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Lovely. Adekunle.
Instagram, official Adekunle Olopade. Twitter, Adekunle Olopade. Snapchat, Bad Boy Dex. And Facebook, Dekunle Olopade. There are 2 Facebook pages. There's one that is actually my full name, Adekunle Olopade, but someone else is impersonating me on that page. It's a fake page.
So they should report it.
Yes, they should report it, please. Adekunle Olopade on Facebook is not my page. Dekunle Olopade is my official Facebook page. And guys, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Yay! We get to eat cake. Happy cake eating day. I'm joking, but more life.
Thank you very much.
Crush the boss.
For Instagram, it's _there_boss.
Okay. Crush the boss.
On TikTok is the same thing, _there_boss. And for Snapchat, it's _the_boss. And for Twitter, it's _the_boss. Okay, that's it.
All right. Thank you. It's amazing having you all here. My name is Paula Chan. Follow me on Instagram. Hey, Paula Chine. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is the Big P.